Okay, service looks like this. If I'm cutting a head, because we on the context of barbering, if I'm cutting a head and I'm just starting out, after I get done making sure everything is good, the lining is good, I'm going to offer another service. Like, hey, I'm going to do this for you just on the love. I just want to be able to give you this so you can see what I can do.
I understood.
So would you mind if I shape up your eyebrows? Would you mind if I knock the nose hairs out?
Got you.
Would you mind if I take the hairs out your ears? Something like that. Those things go a long way. They separate you from the average barber.
Welcome to another episode of More Than a Barber. I am your host, AP. And listen, this is a podcast for inspiring beginner barbers that's looking to transform their career. And we're going to do that by giving you valuable content. Today, we have a very special guest in the room. I can't wait to dive into this conversation. Before we get into this conversation, do me a solid. If you are looking to level up your career, I need you to subscribe to this channel. We have amazing guests that comes and give valuable content. And so today we have my guy. He is a realtor. He is a high-level barber. I wanted him to come and share some game for our audience, none other than Juan the Groomer. What's up, my guy?
Hey, you got it, man.
How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Good.
Hey, every day that we vertical and not horizontal, it's a great day.
I love that, bro. I love that. Yeah, well, listen, man, this is our first time connecting in person. You know, we follow each other on Instagram. And it's something, you know, for me, I like to have conversations beforehand, but man, we didn't get an opportunity to chop it up. So today, man, we're going to get into the conversation, but I see you. You are a high-level realtor. You are a high-level barber, and I love what you're doing for the industry. And for me, you're not just a barber. You're more than a barber. So, man, let's get into it, man. You are a realtor. You are, again, a high-level barber, man. How long have you been in the barber industry?
I've been in the barber industry now. This will be year 10 going into next year. So this is 9 for me. It seemed like forever, and then it seemed short, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. So 10 years in the barber industry. And how long have you been a realtor?
I've been a realtor now. We're going into my 7th month. Yeah, so.
Oh, so you just got your that's live.
And I kicked off pretty good, man. We already done 3 transactions, so I'm already totaling over $1 million in sales. So it's been a good ride, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a good ride.
So 7 months in as a realtor, 10 years in the barber industry, and you as a realtor have already basically hit $1 million in sales. How does that feel for you coming from behind the chair, just essentially being in the real estate space?
Man, to tell you the truth, it's all of them things are amazing, and then they shocking, and then at the same time, I feel like I deserve it because of the work I done put in. You know, so it's a combination of all them feelings in one. Because when you put forth the effort, you expect the result. Now, how it comes and when it comes is the whole exciting part of it. Yeah,
so you say you feel like you deserve it. Are you saying that from a place of you put in the work versus someone handing you an opportunity?
I tell you this, man. If anybody put in the work, it's me. When I came down to Texas to cut hair, I used to stand out in the Allen Outlet Mall and just pass out cars. I used to be sweating bullets, man. People thought I was crazy. I had on the barber cape and everything, passing out cars. Fast forward to now, after COVID, I went into a suite. I haven't had a day where I don't have a client. So whether it's 1 or 2, and every week is profitable. So coming from somebody who just is a Texas transplant and came down here, and I'm able to amass a clientele that has afforded me a lifestyle that where I can live within my means and still do other things like golf and go out and explore other ventures for as real estate.
Sure.
I think that's a damn good, you know what I'm saying, gauge of what I've done. So, yeah, but I've always been a hard worker. I've always been a hard worker from a young guy. I came from an entrepreneur family. my grandma and my granddad had a convenience store that was running like a well-oiled engine.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? As I was growing up, and then my mama gave me a snow cone stand when I was 10.
Wow.
So this has been going for a while. So I don't know nothing else but hustle.
So at 10 years old, you was already an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
You were already
just
doing
didn't
your
know it.
thing.
I thought it was a punishment. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It turned out to be something good, man.
That's good.
Yeah.
For me, when I listened to this, you said you deserve it. You said that you put in the work. Why do you think a lot of barbers coming straight from barber college think that they deserve to charge a certain price point or even become shop owners when they don't have the experience, let's say that you have, putting in the work, sweating bullets at the Allen outlets, that whole thing?
Yeah.
And why do you think some barbers feel like they don't have to put in the work?
Well, it's not some, AP. You being nice doing that. It's most. And it's not even just in the barber world, it's everywhere. And I'm gonna tell you where it comes from. It stems from the inflated ego that we get from sitting in our phones all day.
Oh,
we feel like,
hold on. That was a bar, man. That was a bar.
That's what it is.
Expound
man.
on that.
So what we do is we sit in our phones, we decide what we want to do. Then we sit in our phones and we gather, okay, well, this guy's doing this over here, this guy's doing that over there. And then you stuck on this egotistical thought that I can replicate their success in quicker time because it's right here in my hand. It takes away so what the phone do, man, it make everything now, instant. You know, when success comes from delayed gratification.
That's right.
Every time. It's no way that you can expect success without going through the stress. That's just what it is. You know, so
barbers now, what I'm finding, Juan, is a lot of barbers, to what you just shared, that's their story. I need the $100 cuts right now. I need to be a shop owner right now. I need to be a blue check Instagram barber right now. Do you think that's going to be a lot of the downfall within the barber industry, let's say 5 years from now, because they didn't develop what we call a work ethic?
Well, it's gonna be the downfall now, later, and beyond, because the internet ain't going nowhere. The internet ain't going nowhere. Entitlement is rising. That's the biggest false currency that we have is entitlement. Nobody thinks that they gotta work.
Wow.
You know, and
that's good, man.
Them COVID checks make the employees feel like they don't have to work neither. So everybody want to be a boss, but how you gonna be a boss if it's no workers? You know, how you gonna own a shop if it's no barber? So if every barber coming out to barber school want to be a shop owner, who the hell you gonna manage? Who you gonna put in the chairs? Because everybody else want to be a shop owner too. So, but it's you asking for a big title, you asking for a big position, and you don't even know what goes into it. See, before you own the building, you gotta sweep the floors. It's just what it is.
That's a bar.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what it is, man. So
you said something earlier offline. You talked about service.
Yes.
And you just talked about, sweeping the floor. The ego aspect of it. A lot of times people feel like they're too good to serve their way to the top. They're too good to get into a position where certain things is beneath them. And I've learned to serve my way to the top, serve other people in their dream and in their vision. And at some point, when it's my turn to be in the driver's seat, somebody's going to serve and do the same thing and serve me, or not so much as me, but serve the vision. And so when you say, man, like you got to sweep the building before you own it,
most definitely,
that ties into real estate, man. A lot of times, can you speak to that? A lot of times barbers don't understand that aspect though.
Okay.
Can you speak to that? So
the thing is this, right? So I read a lot. None of this was given to me by just one person. I read, so I say that to say this, man. They got a book, and it's a theory as well called The Acres of Diamonds. And it's by Herman Conwell. So whoever out there, y'all read that.
For sure.
And what he talks about in there is right now, everybody is standing in their own acre of diamonds. Acres of diamonds. And we go outside of our own acre of diamonds to go find and mine for more diamonds. So I'm looking at AP's journey and saying AP's journey is better than mine. So let me go over there and try to buy in what he has instead of watering my own grass or mining in my own field and finding my own diamonds. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy that our mind state is like that. But what people do is the road less traveled is so lonely. We fear that. So we stick with what everybody else doing so we can camouflage and therefore appear like we winning instead of actually win. That's just what it is.
Man, and you know, it's so crazy. One, we're seeing a lot of people appearing to be winning.
Yeah.
Appearing to be that guy. Appearing to be, you know, the barber that's sponsored by, you know, certain brands, things of that nature. And I've learned right now, I got about 5 DMs of brands that want me to be a part of what they're doing.
Right.
And I took a step back and said, do I really want to even be a part of what they're doing?
Right.
Some barbers just coming out of barber college, they're going to jump on it.
Yeah.
They going, or even being in the game 2-5 years, however long.
Yeah.
But for me, I have an identity.
Yeah.
I know who I am and I know the road that I'm trying to travel.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of barbers now need to understand that you bring something to the table already.
Yes, sir.
You bring you to the table. And guess what? We've never seen them before. We already seen the dopest barber that's supposed to be, you know, the high level barber, whatever. We've already seen that, but we haven't seen them.
Yeah. So to tie back into the piece about service, because I don't want to be so, I got a tendency sometimes to speak in parables, so I don't want to mislead nobody. So service is it's rolled up in everything you just said, with the brands coming at you and you want to do what you want to do for you.
Right.
The service part comes from when we behind this chair and I want to reach somebody. Hopefully, see, if I reach one person and AP reach one person, we just changed 3-4 generations of people. So, you know,
that's good.
I want to get this across as this. Service is what creates millionaires. Service is what creates businesses. Service is what creates longevity. So you only go as far as the service that you render. That's it. So when we talking about barbers just starting out, or a realtor just starting out, or a person just climbing the ladder, doing whatever, media, however you want to do it, you have to serve first. You have to serve first.
Now, are you saying serve in terms of the owner of the company? Serve in terms of the clients? Give me more context.
Okay, service looks like this. If I'm cutting a head, because we on the context of barbering, if I'm cutting a head and I'm just starting out, after I get done making sure everything is good, the lining is good, I'm going to offer another service. Like, hey, I'm going to do this for you just on the love. I just want to be able to give you this so you can see what I can do.
Understood.
So would you mind if I shape up your eyebrows? Would you mind if I knock the nose hairs out?
Gotcha.
Would you mind if I take the hairs out your ears? Something like that. Those things go a long way. They separate you from the average barber.
I like it. I like it. You're saying offer free services. You've already have a price point.
Yeah.
So you're going to give them free service just on the strength of, yo, I want to serve this client.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So nothing that we do is for free. Nothing that we do is for free.
Okay.
So what you're looking at as a giveaway is just really building for the dollar. That's all it's doing.
Love it.
So when I'm giving you something that I'm going to eventually receive.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
That's
because what we reap is what we sow. That's just what it is.
And listen, if you're listening to this podcast, check this out. That's a gem. You have to serve. Yeah. You have to give back to the person that you're servicing, whether it's a barber, whether it's a client that if you are a realtor. I had to learn that the hard way because I thought that just my skill alone is going to get me where I want to go. But oftentimes that's the wrong mindset.
Yeah.
That's the wrong mindset.
Yeah. So skill sets can kill people. You got a lot of people that's talented. You got it's a cat somewhere out here right now that's better than LeBron.
For sure.
But he's not there. He's
For
not
sure.
LeBron. He'll never be LeBron because he doesn't have the work ethic.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the other piece, which is service. See, LeBron served in the gym when we not looking.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
like
So
it.
the service piece is, it goes into whatever you do. You're serving. As long as you putting in work, service towards your goal.
I love that.
You know?
So can you teach that? Can you teach a person how to give?
You can't teach. You cannot teach a person how to have willpower. You can't teach a person how to be determined. You can't teach a person how to go the extra mile. But what you can do is be an example. See, oftentimes we don't understand that wise words are only good for the wise. So when I'm speaking to somebody and they don't catch on to the wisdom, it doesn't mean that they're not wise right in that second. Or it doesn't mean that well, let me say it like this. When we speaking, wise words are only good for the wise. So if they don't get it, then they haven't arrived at the wisdom yet.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
We all gonna get there at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some of us, we only make it there on our deathbed, you know, and others arrive a little earlier. Doesn't make you better. It don't make you better. The goal is to get to the party. And some of the best people in the party arrive late.
Ooh, that's a bar.
Yeah.
That's a bar. So let me ask you this. We talked about the whole service piece, and we talked about the egotistical mindset of the young barber. What is something that you see today in the barber industry that just makes you cringe when it comes from an ego standpoint?
Entitlement. It's entitlement. You got guys who come into a suite fresh out of school. They only been in the shop for 3 months and they want to charge $60. They spray the hell out your head, you know, and then 2 days later, the client come back and is like, dang, I ain't even got a haircut anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you got your barber who he finally make his first $1,000 on a Saturday or a Friday. And then bam, he don't come back to work for the next week. But when the bankroll get low because you done bought all the design and all of that, now you want to try to hurry up and get back to your clients. Well, your clients are gone to that dude that was sitting in the chair and looking at you cut.
100%.
Yeah.
I love it.
So it's entitlement that's killing the barber industry.
Do you think that we can change that mindset as OG barbers, as they call us? Right now, there's a lot of beef going on. And I made a post a couple of weeks back. Are OG barbers hating on the younger barbers or the other way around? That post went crazy. My question is, do you think that that can change at some point? Because it's a lot of entitlement. It's a lot of arrogance, but there's not a lot of work ethic and character to go with their skill set.
Well, what we got to do is, in our industry, is change the people who's speaking. The people who have the mic, I'm going to say it like this. Most of the people in our industry that have the mic, they so caught up in their ego, they don't even know they hating on the younger generation. So these young guys ain't wrong by feeling slighted. The old need to catch up with the new. That's the barber industry. It's always changing. I remember when Black Ice first came on the scene.
I remember that.
And I seen it, and cats was hitting with the Black Ice, and I'm like, man, that's some clown stuff. And then I look up a month later and everybody's spraying Black Ice. 100%. I go down to the Bronner Brothers and that's the thing.
That's the thing.
Then fibers hit. And I'm like, man, ain't no way. Now you can't make it without fibers.
You got to.
So the OG barbers who pushing the natural liners and all that, it's a lane for that. Just like it's a lane for the DJ who only play the shy lights. You know what I'm saying? So, but you can't hate on the one who playing the sexy red. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
But you can put a little sexy red in there with the shy lights and get your money. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of them things where we don't understand that it's room for everybody. It's room for AP. It's room for wine. It's room for whoever else, because our business is relationship based. So this is my camera.
That's your
I
camera.
want to let you know,
That's it.
the barber that's sitting there, don't nobody care about your haircut. The people coming in, most of the people that are paying your bills, they care about you. Because trust me, Somewhere along in that relationship, you done push their lining back. Yeah. And they keep coming back because they like you.
Yeah.
So be focused on the relationship. And a lot of people gonna be messed up by that. But let me tell you this. You know in your heart of hearts as a barber, you've messed somebody up before. And you thinking as they getting out the chair, he ain't coming back. And then he see the haircut and be like, man, you killed this. And you looking like, boy, you know what I'm saying? It's relationship.
Yeah.
Now that's not saying you can go and just kill somebody's haircut.
For sure.
It's just saying that we're human.
For sure.
You know, and people mess with the human.
Let me ask you this though, Juan. What are some tips that you can give for building relationships with clients? Because oftentimes barbers just see the dollar in the cut.
Be authentic. Be you. Your audience will come. See, what people don't understand is, okay, let me do this.
Mm-hmm.
When we cutting hair, we on a stage.
Mm.
And people don't understand that. You're cutting hair. If you're in the shop, you sitting and you got a line of people sitting down waiting and they watching. They're critiquing you. They watching how you cut. They watching how you balance talking and cutting at the same time. They watching the jokes you tell. They watching everything. That's why there's a lot of people won't ever sit in your chair because your context of what you talking about or how you cutting, they not messing with it. We're on stage at all times. So if you can please your audience, you can keep a clientele.
Ooh, that's a bar.
That's it.
That's a bar.
You know?
That's a bar. And you know what has awarded me the level of success is that very thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people sleep on customer service. A lot of people sleep
Nobody can do what AP do.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can do this podcast like AP gonna do it. Nobody can make a shop look like AP was gonna do it because it's your personal touch. It's just like a fingerprint. You are you.
Yeah.
And people are buying into you. You don't believe me? Look at them people that's cutting out the college dorm. You look at them haircuts, you be like, boy, if he keep his girlfriend, he lucky. You know, but the people are dealing with them for them.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that. If you want $100 worth of haircut, start giving out $100 worth of you.
Ooh.
If you want $50 worth of haircut, start giving out $50 worth of you. Whatever version of dollar you want, give that from you.
That's powerful.
It'll come.
That's powerful, man. I love the content.
Yeah.
I love the content. What I hear when you speak is I hear experience, highs, lows. I hear a lot of things.
This thing that whooped my ass. It ain't no way that you could tell me it don't come from work. I used to catch the bus with a camera bag on one side and the barber bag on the other side. And I was in St. Louis, man. You know, it was plenty of nights that it was people walking up on the, you know what I'm saying, the bus line. And I'm like, man, it might be the night I get robbed. You know what I'm saying? But that's part of the game. See, they don't see that. They see the realtor. They see all the clients coming in now. But you ain't see me when I was walking up the street with the bag. You know what I'm saying? You ain't see me when I first came to Texas and I was Ubering at night. You feel me? It is aches and pains before the game. That's just what it is.
Love
It's
that.
every time.
Would you say that was one of the most challenging moments
Hell no.
of your career?
No, it was not. Let me tell you something. When you at the bottom, only thing you can see is up.
That's right.
It's the most inspiring time in your life.
Wow.
So I got a saying, and I'm pretty sure somebody done said it before me. But listen, adversity is a blessing. At every point of adversity is growth. So I'd rather be in a tumultuous time than peace. You know why? Because there's no learning in peace. And I'm not saying I'm looking for toxicity. I'm saying that I'm looking for my next point of growth. I'm looking for my next challenge. I'm actively searching for how I can stretch myself. That's what I'm looking for.
So adversity basically is a blessing on the other side of adversity.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
But a lot of barbers feel as if what you just said, you embrace your adversity.
Yeah.
Right? You embrace those challenging moments. A lot of people don't look at it that way. A lot of people won't embrace it that way.
Because we got weak mindsets. We got weak mindsets. And it's okay because That's what they teaching now. That's what they pushing. Oh, it's okay to be second place. It's okay to be third.
Yeah.
It's okay to be mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how the hell is it okay to be mediocre when my phone is showing me substantial lives? My phone is showing me Porsches and Benzes and all of this other stuff. Why is it okay for me to be mediocre? Why is it okay for me to be runner up? If this is what you pushing on me, you pushing success and all the lavish things that come with it, but you telling me on the other end, it's okay if.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, and it's so easy to embrace that because that is what we see. We scroll a lot of people scroll 8-10 hours a day. Your screen time will tell you.
Yeah.
And you're right. What you tune into, you turn into.
Yeah.
So if you're tuning into the lavish lifestyles of a realtor, of a barber, of whomever you may admire, you're going to automatically think, I need to have that same life if you're not strong-minded. Because see, there's two different type of people. You got to stand for something or you're going to fall for anything.
Most definitely.
You understand? And so for me, man, I just love what you're sharing because you said you've embraced the low times, the high times, and this is what made you who you are today.
Yeah, yeah. And at every level, even right now, you know what I'm saying? Like my losses that I take right now and that I'm taking right now looks totally different than the losses I was taking when I was first starting out. Mm-hmm. What I feel like is a loss right now to somebody else, that'll be a blessing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a dream situation for them to be in. Or whatever you want to look at. And then there's somebody else that's higher than me up the food chain that they losses will probably choke me out. You know what I'm saying? So the way I look at it is like this, man. We being fed a whole bunch of stuff that we can't even control. Because what the barber now is challenged with is staying off the cellular device and grinding. How do you do that when during the downtimes when we used to get on the mannequin head and work? You know what I'm saying? Phone. You know how it was before we used to post on Instagram all the time. We used to have to, go out in the community and say, hey man,
I'm a barber.
Come, yeah. Hey, look, I cut his hair for free and you come in, y'all sit down, come chill with me. I got some waters and everything. Sure. I'm gonna cut his hair for free. If you don't think I can cut, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now you just post a picture online. You think the client's supposed to roll in. It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
It don't work like that.
It don't even work like that for those who are posting with the big audiences.
Absolutely.
You get what you go out and retrieve. That's it. You have to go hunt,
Love that. And let me just ask this, I know we're getting into the nuts and bolts of everything with barbering. I like how you really shaped this whole entire conversation.
Yeah.
That you're not going to get to where you're trying to go being lazy.
No,
right?
You're not.
I'm talking to a barber who is not just a barber, but you are a realtor too. How in the world did you navigate saying, yo, I'm going to make this money here behind the chair, but now I want to add on to what I do for myself, my family, that whole piece. You are a realtor now. How are you balancing the two?
Well, me balancing the two just strictly comes from my clientele now is so deeply embedded in what I got going on. I share with them what I got going on. I take them on every high and every low with me. You know what I'm saying?
Like it.
So the relationship is there in the form. It's so heavily we locked in. You know what I'm saying? We locked in. What I do is what they do. So my schedule molds around that. I communicate. See, in every great relationship is communication. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the base.
Wow.
And that's how I balance it. I communicate.
Love that.
And then I schedule things. Mm-hmm. They got all these damn apps. Use them.
So are you on Booksy or are you on any type of app?
I use a platform called Acuity. Okay. And it's actually one of the other barbers showed me it, or my Banks. And shout out them to Banks Effect.
Shout out to them. Let's go.
Cuts by Watts, Demetrius Watts, they're my guys, man. They stuck through, they was down with me when I was going
I got you.
Yeah, when I first came down, I was telling them, boy, I might throw these clippers against the wall, baby. I'm done with this. These Texas people, they tripping right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how I balance it, man. Use apps. So I use Acuity. Booksy is good. The Cut app is good and all of that. I just I'm so into the organic thing. Booksy and stuff, they send you clients and they advertise for you and then they charge you for it. So I just wasn't into that.
I got you.
And I'm more cut from the OG cloth with a little modern spin. So that's not a shot at anybody who using it. That's just me.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah, I like the whole app piece as well. The app, and we're not getting paid for this, by the way. Booksy or whoever you just
Shoot
mentioned.
AP to check, baby.
Yeah, hey, they haven't paid us at all,
Yeah.
but that is who I use. And I'm gonna be honest. I put in a lot of time with mastering my level.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm using apps that's going to your point, that's going to help me grow and scale.
Yeah.
And so I would encourage any barber watching just to learn the app that works best for you.
Yeah. And then even if the app is working best for you,
Uh-huh.
like now you saying Booksy worked good. I never known nobody that used it that it actually worked for. So now after this, I'm gonna talk to AP and see, hey man, what you doing over there?
It's a game
You know what
changer.
I'm
So
saying?
let me just do this and maybe we can get a deal with Booksy. So Booksy has been a game changer for me. Here's why. I upload a lot of recent pictures.
Yeah.
I'm into content. That's just my thing, right?
Yeah.
But I upload a lot of my pictures, a lot of my pictures are actually going viral on Booksy.
Right.
So every new client I ask that comes in, hey man, how'd you hear about me? Man, I was on Booksy and I saw your pictures.
Yeah.
Then they say, I went to your Instagram and I got lost in a rabbit hole because I post a lot of reels.
Yeah.
So Booksy is almost like its own Google.
Yeah.
You type in barbers in my area, boom, and I have 5 stars.
Okay.
So I got a lot of reviews, which is a shameless plug. That's why customer service is important.
Most definitely.
Customer service will take you where your skills can't in most cases. And so I've learned to treat the customer right because I want them to come back, and I want them to tell somebody else.
I got a partner of mine, Sonny the Barber, on Instagram. Sonny the Barber in St. Louis. He got his own shop. That's the last shop I was at. And we always talk about how it's a lot of barbers that can't cut, but they got clientele.
That's right.
And that's because they are masters at relationships.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So
that's right.
If y'all don't believe me, you know what I'm saying? And Sonny will, I'm gonna make sure he see this so he can comment on it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because he been in the game longer than me, man. Relationships matter, man. They really do.
They matter. Relationships matter. Reviews matter. And here's a plug I'll give for a beginner barber who wants to level up in their clientele. Here's some advice. Take a picture, or rather a video of yourself. This video can be 2, maybe even 30 seconds. And this video, basically what you do is welcome every new client that comes into your chair. So this is how it goes. Yo, what's up? Thank you for being a part of my lineup, or thank you for coming into my shop today. I really appreciate you. This is just an extended welcome, and I appreciate you coming in today. Take that video, edit it up, whatever app you use to edit it, and send that to every new client.
Yeah.
That's a game changer.
Yeah.
I did that for like a year.
Yeah.
And we're booked. So those are just little things that you can do to really just take your skill set and even your clientele to the next level.
Yeah. Yeah.
This has been an amazing episode, man. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for coming in today, Juan. I appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you, man, for inviting me out, man.
Absolutely.
And just a little piece right here, just a little segue. I didn't find being a realtor found me through service. One of the guys in my chair named Elijah, I do not know how to pronounce his last name.
Got you.
But he always come in and I was going through a divorce at the time, and he was asking me, man, what's your next step? And he mentioned being a realtor to me. He outlined all the things that I could use from barbering, that was that. And he walked me through the process, man, and it was on me to apply it. But I say that to say that's how service acts. That's what it does. When you meet people with service, they meet you back with a gift. And you don't have to expect it or look for it. It's going to come on its own time. So that was my blessing. That's how I made
That's
that segue.
powerful.
So, be of service, man. You know what I'm saying? And tune in to AP podcast, man, because he giving y'all game.
Let's go. This has been another episode of More Than the Barber. Thanks for tuning in today, and we out. Let's go. Hey, yo, check this out. If you like this episode, do me a favor. Make sure you subscribe down below. We got amazing content coming your way. Stay tuned for more. Let's go.